Hello everyone, I'm Satyam, and today we'll be talking about how India can become a developed economy by 2047. So, in his speech at the Red Fort on the 77th Independence Day, the Prime Minister said that India will become a developed economy by 2047. So, let's see what he was talking about. So there are multiple measures of a developed nation. The first one is the size of the economy. The second one could be the per capita income. And the third one, which I think should be the right measure, is the HDI, or Human Development Index. If we look at the Indian economy size today, it's about $3.5 trillion. And by 2047, it's slated to be, according to a PwC report, it's slated to be a $40 trillion economy. But the government presumes that it'll be about $35 trillion. By 2030, will be the third largest economy, as we all know. Our per capita income today is about $2,500. For a developed economy, according to World Bank measures economies in terms of lower income, middle income, and upper middle income, and then the rich countries. So currently, India is a lower middle income country with $2,400 per capita income. China has about $12,000 of per capita income, and it is considered an upper middle income country. So when India crosses that bridge, it will become an upper middle income country or a rich country or a developed country. I think that was the Prime Minister, or that was what Prime Minister was talking about. Now, if we look at HDI, our current HDI is about 0.66, and we are 132nd in the world. Any country with an HDI of 0.88 is considered developed. So countries like Sweden, Finland, and the UK are considered to be developed, while countries like Ethiopia and Yemen and Afghanistan are considered to be not developed or poor countries. India is somewhere in the middle. Now, if you look at the opportunities that we need to tap in order to become a developed economy by 2047, these are the list of opportunities. Some of them that I would like to mention are, for instance, poverty elevation. So that should be our first goal, if you ask me, because India has done really well in this regard, but we still have a lot of poor people in our country. About 20%, if you look at some measures of our country, is poor. Considering our population, that's a huge number. The second thing that I would like to talk about is the four engines of growth. So finally, the private investment is picking up. We don't have to depend precisely on the government expenditure to grow anymore. The third thing is the services jobs. So I was reading an interesting article by Dr. Raghuram Rajan, who is the ex-RBI governor, and he said that India doesn't need to grow the China way or the Korean way. So what he was referring to was that India doesn't need these manufacturing jobs. We can directly jump to services. So that's an interesting fact. Now, if you look at the challenges, according to me, these are the 5 challenges that is there in our way to become a developed economy. According to me, the most difficult one to tackle would be the deglobalization and the instability, because you cannot grow in isolation, I believe. And as the world grow more isolationist, more nationalist, as we have seen with rise of Trump in the US and other right-wing leaders in the Europe. So India needs trade, India needs globalization in order to grow big and in order to be developed by 2047. Similarly, instability. There's so many wars going on in the world right now. Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Hamas, even in South China Sea, anything can lead to a world war, and wars are really not good for economic growth. So in that sense, we need a stable environment to become a developed economy, and all these factors can hamper that. So now finally, where we have come from and where we are going. So if we really look at it, India was a $60 billion economy in 1960s, and today we are 3.5 trillion. And by the end of the century, we'll hopefully be the largest economy in the world. So all is not bad, all is not gloomy, and hopefully we will achieve the target of the developed economy by 2047. Thank you.